No. That's cool. My cousin had these on her ceiling. They were like the coolest shit ever. I loved staring at these when we were younger and the lights were off and we were supposed to be sleeping, but I couldn't. So you just stare up at these. Oh, I would not mind having those again. Not gonna lie. What is this? I'm gonna look at it. Read brochure. The Brother 115. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it is done? Of course it's blah blah blah. New for 1965. Here's the exciting new Brother 115 or 150, a bike with speed, style, and impressive get up and go. The Brother 150 reliable 4-stroke engine produces speeds that will surprise you. A 2.5-gallon tank provides the ability to ride for longer distances. Cool. I don't know anything about bikes or cars or nothing like that. Nothing. What is this? It's Deji. There was something else, but I don't know. Don't know what it said. Why did you not take Deji if you were scared of something? Examine magazine. Groove. Kurt Cobain, 1967 to 1994. I like at one point in time in like 2007, I was like obsessed with Nirvana for like a month. And yeah, it's unfortunate Kurt Cobain went on like at an early age of like the Hollywood curse of like 27 mostly pertains to I think musicians, but I think it can also pertain to, you know, just actors and other people in general, but it's mostly like musicians and everything. Oh, late. And that's more Dr. Jizzer. Examine magazine. Groove. Exclusive. AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum Live. Eddie Vedder Weezer. Rock Assault wants it now. Maxim Martin wanted for the murder of Straight Edge. Oh god. Talk about murder. Our sister's room is messy. But don't worry, mine is messier. What is this hiding under the bed as well? Read slip. Name Samantha Greenbrier. Year 11. Teacher Fletcher. Period 5. Subject Shop 1. Assignment Metalworking Engraving. Grade C-. Notes. Not a challenging assignment. Metal plague for family portrait reasonable subject but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be placed with parents' name, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. Show more pride in work. Confused. I want to believe. Her room is cool though. Like, I like the stars. I like how it's on a slant right here. I like weird looking rooms. Is that weird to say? This poster looks cool. Let's finish looking at everything in her room first. Nothing. Clothes. Probably shouldn't look at those. More clothes. Probably shouldn't look at those. Oh no, here's a cassette. This was actually in the trailer too. Bratmobile. Cool Scoom. Oh, this is the one that Lonnie gave us. Or Lonnie gave her.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
Adventurous the Cat. Chun-Li moves. Fireball. Left hold, right punch. Lightning kick. Kick, 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 kick. Helicopter kick. Down, hold, up, kick. Air stomp. Down while jumping. MK. I don't know what that means. Spitfire. Why could I not read that for a second? Oops. Put it back. Journey of Crystal. We don't have the Nintendo anymore. What in the world? Scrutinize. Well, that's right. Our sister is into some weird stuff. There. Okay. Tired of listening to that CD. Sorry. Oh! Go away. What is this? Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided. I thought that said live for a second. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. There's the 2 cats on the motorcycle with the UFO and cactuses. Okay then. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are doing. All the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on their beepers. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put it on a beeper. Your drawings of cats was so good that I've added a background to make it even cooler. Oh god. Okay, so Lonnie drew the cats, and then our sister drew cactuses and a UFO. Oh my god. Haha, I like it. How did you know that we were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Prish? Maybe? Is that what it says? Right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame, he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he never watched 90210, but I could see it in his eyes. He was lying. Okay, can't pick that up. Is there one underneath the pillow? No. Okay. Mr. Duck, I'll be back. Oh yeah, I didn't look at this. Oh, I need a combination. I can't really read what they're saying other than, I don't know who these people are. Sorry. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Mrs. Blackhawk? Summer pre-college program for young scholars. 1995 session. I am not reading this. Sorry. Don't care for college. Another 3-ring binder. Anything of interest on the desk? Who would put anything of interest on a desk? Like for realsies. Wait, did that say Jungle Book? The Jungle Books. Yep. Anything else that I know? Frankenstein. I can't read anything else. Okay, so there has to be something good in here. Alright. Sister's got all the goods for us. Read chapter. The King's Labyrinth. Oh god, that just reminds me of the movie Labyrinth. It scares me. Okay? Scary movie. Don't trust it. Never trust it. Never watch it either. Chapter 2. Fraying Threads. Oh my god, this is the second chapter of the story she wrote when she was little. Captain Algra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate on their own now grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Algra. The silken thread, nigh unbreaking, thanks to the enchanted moth that inhabited the island, trailed behind them, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Algra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded slightly ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes. The king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls as he sang. Wailing souls followed him one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase, hewn from the rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. I can't read. Algra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention and then you..." But then the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker. You know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line, all traced by this invisible thread, of course. Algra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." Okay. They grasped hands and enchanted 3 tight squeezes. Their palms growing warm, the first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and winked, and dashed off. Algar waited, staring vigorously across the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no! The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Algar wanted to call out, to do something to stop the first mate from running head first into the danger. She tried tugging on the line, to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passage. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Algar could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran, summoning his undead power. The king left the ground levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Algra heard the first mate scream. She was already running towards the sound. The line in Algra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It felt slack to the stone floor. As Algra ran, she was gathering the line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and fraying in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Oh no, the first mate died. I'm so sorry, first mate, and I'm so sorry I butchered that while reading. Wait, what does that say? Grab board game. What board game is this? Get your number. Oh my god, telephone! Oh my god, telephone! Oh my god, it's a knockoff telephone. Telephone! I want to play telephone. I have no one to play telephone with. Man, Sam had this in like 4th grade. Can I open it? What's that? Holy Bible. I'm glad it has nothing on it. And what is this? Grab plaque. Samantha. S is for special, A is for adorable, M is for Mary, A is for affectionate, N is for nice, T is for thoughtful, H is for honest, and A is for admirable. You know, if my parents, had two girls instead of a girl and a boy, my brother's name would have been Samantha. So, Why is there a collar? Grab collar. Mitten. Do we have a cat? Do we have a cat? Okay then. What is this? Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. I think that's supposed to be 4. I can't tell. Actually I only saw Pulp Fiction this past year at college, cause in one of my classes, my one friend was just like, my one friend, and then this dude that was kind of my friend, he was just kind of someone to talk to in class. He was cool though. They were always talking to each other, and they were friends, and they both like Pulp Fiction. And I was just like, I've never seen that. And they were just like, if you don't watch it. And one of them, for some reason, had the entire thing on a USB. And I had my USB on me that day. Or I brought it in the next day. And he was just like, if you don't watch this movie by our next class, we're not talking to you. And they were like the only people I would talk to at the time. So I was like, okay. So I went and I watched like half of it, and then they got angry at me for only watching half of it anyway. I was like, I'm sorry, I had to come here. They were like, if you didn't show up to class today because you were watching that, I think I would understand. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think the teacher would. So, well, that's my story. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us. Tonight. I'm so confused by the question marks there. Tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, it isn't the movie. Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? No, I didn't barf. I didn't think it was too violent. Kill Bill is more violent, but Kill Bill came out years later. According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with the heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't worry. Ha ha ha. All right. See you soon. Cheeseburger barfing? What? Well, bathroom. I didn't grab Mr. Duck. Mr. Duck, hold on, I'm coming for you. Come on, Mr. Duck. You're my new best friend.